Wow. on the meaning of place, and in doing so, recognize the various traditional lands on which we celebrate today. We acknowledge the elders, past, present, and emerging, of all the land on which we work and live, and their ancestral spirits with gratitude and respect. We acknowledge this land out of respect for the indigenous nations who have cared for Turtle Island, also called North America, from before the arrival of settler peoples until this day. Most importantly, we remember the history of these lands has been tainted by poor treatment and a lack of friendship with the First Nations who called them home. This history is something we are all affected by, as we are all treaty people in Canada. We all have a shared history to reflect upon, and each of us is affected by this history in different ways. Our past defines our present, but if we move forward as friends and allies, then it does not have to define our future.
Alors que nous nous réunissons pour cette compétition physiquement dispersée et virtuellement ensemble, prenons un moment pour réfléchir sur la signification de la Terre et en même temps reconnaissons les diverses terres traditionnelles sur lesquelles nous célébrons aujourd'hui. Nous reconnaissons les aînés, passés, présents et émergents de tous les territoires sur lesquels nous travaillons et vivons, et nous reconnaissons leurs esprits ancestraux avec gratitude et respect. Nous reconnaissons cette terre par respect pour les nations autochtones qui ont pris soin de l'île de la Tortue, également appelée l'Amérique du Nord, depuis avant l'arrivée des colons jusqu'au jour même. De plus, nous nous souvenons que l'histoire de ces terres a été attachée à des mauvais traitements et un manque d'amitié avec les Premières Nations qui les habitent. Cette histoire est quelque chose qui nous touche tous, car nous sommes tous des personnes visées par les traités du Canada. Nous avons tous une histoire commune à propos de laquelle nous pouvons réfléchir et chacun de nous est affecté par cette histoire de différentes manières. Notre passé définit notre présent, mais si nous avançons ensemble, en tant qu'amis et alliés, il n'y a pas à définir notre futur.
Please welcome from First Canada, First Lego League Program Manager, Annika Pitt.
Thanks, Karthik. Hey, everyone. For the second year in a row, teams from across Canada have competed remotely at the Canada Cup event. They've submitted recorded robot matches and met virtually with panels of judges to perform their innovation project and robot design presentations, as you all experienced last week. Maybe this experience was familiar to you because your teams competed at last year's Canada Cup. Maybe your team has competed at in-person events in the past, but this is the first time that you are competing remotely. Or maybe you're a team that has never competed at either an in-person or at a remote event. No matter what, I welcome and congratulate you. It's very challenging to prepare for an event like this one. And even though we're all Canadians, there are vast differences from region to region. So it is incredible that you've been able to make it to this point under circumstances like those that teams have been facing this season. It's been wonderful to talk to and meet with many of you, either leading up to or during the event itself. And I am not the only one that thinks so. The judges and referees with whom you interacted were extremely impressed and inspired by all of the ways in which you learned, problem solved, collaborated, created, and communicated with one another to develop such innovative solutions and to design and program such effective robots. Before we take a look at some of those during the team showcase, I would like to express my appreciation for your coaches who made this experience possible, for you and your teammates who worked so hard and demonstrated the core values throughout the season, for the judges and referees who lent their time and talents to evaluate your presentations and hopefully make you feel proud of your accomplishments, for all of the experts who helped you learn something new, for sponsors who helped start or keep your team running, and for your parents who encouraged you or just helped make it possible for you to be at your practices with your team. As you can see, it really does take a village. This phrase is said to come from an African proverb, meaning that an entire community of people must provide for and interact in positive ways with youth for youth like you to experience and grow in a safe and healthy environment. I, for one, am so grateful to belong to a community like the First Community that does just that. So thank you for being part of it, and I hope you enjoy the team showcase. Back to you, Karthik.
All right, thank you, Annika. Now, let's take a look at how first teams learned about transporting the future in the 2021-2022 Cargo Connect season.
One, two, three, 4, 42, 43, 44. Captains of the league, assemble in 5. Listen up. Every package delivered in this neighborhood takes on average 44 seconds or more. Multiplied by the number of deliveries made, which is a lot, the drivers get stuck in rush hour traffic daily.
Extremely inefficient.
But if we can build robots to receive the packages, then we can get the average delivery time down to less than 7 seconds per house, saving an hour per driver per day. Who's up for the challenge?
I love a challenge. Let's have some fun. Red Squad is testing the effect of package size and weight on delivery time.
You got it.
Come on, Robert.
Good stuff. And the blue squad?
Just finished experiments on velocity.
Perfect. How's the bot going?
As scheduled, we just had the best failure yet. The team is making adjustments, and we will be ready for tomorrow.
Excellent cooperation, team. Guys, it's late. Do you think we're ready?
We're definitely ready.
We did it!
Yes! I knew we were gonna do it.
Now that we've completed our challenge, it's your turn. Your mission is to improve the transportation of products. In Cargo Connect, you will learn about how cargo is transported, sorted, and delivered to its destination. We have the power to build a path towards the future of transportation, and it starts here with you.
Wow, what a great season it has been. Cargo Connect's been so much fun, but the fun's not going to stop because we still have the Canada Cup coming right now, right now. All right, FIRST is a nonprofit organization with a mission to get kids excited about science technology. FIRST and the LEGO Group partnered to create the first LEGO League program all the way back in 1998. 200 teams participated in that first year, and as of last season, there were over 320,000 youth in nearly 100 countries. That's more than half the countries on this planet participating in this program. First LEGO League Challenge teams they prepared for this tournament by working to design and build an autonomous robot to develop innovative solutions to a real-world problem, all while demonstrating your FIRST core values. For the Cargo Connect season, teams explored how cargo was sorted, transported, and delivered to its destinations. In the robot game, which we'll be seeing in just a bit, teams can earn points in 2.5-minute matches by completing missions related to this year's challenge theme about sorting, transporting, and delivering cargo. So let's take a look at the missions that the teams have been working on all season long.
This is the Cargo Connect competition field. There are 16 missions which can be done in any order. You do not have to complete all the missions, just try as many as you can in each 2.5-minute robot match. Only the score from your best match will be counted. Your robot must start completely inside this launch area, and you should program it to return to this home area. You can handle and modify your robot between runs while it's in the home area. Gracious professionalism is how we express our core values in First LEGO League. The robot game is an important place to observe gracious professionalism, and the referees will evaluate this for each team at each robot match. Your robot and all its equipment must fit into one of the inspection areas. If it is small enough to fit into this small inspection area, you will score the bonus points. Mission 1, Innovation Project Model. In this mission, you will use the innovation project model you have made that represents the solution to your innovation project. If your innovation project model has any part touching the Cargo Connect circle. Mission 2, Unused Capacity. Fill the container with its contents. While the hinged container is in home, a team member can fill it with the contents. If the container is closed and partly full of contents. If the container is closed and completely full of contents. Mission 3, Unload Cargo Plane. Unload the cargo plane and send the container on its journey. If the cargo door is lowered and rests completely down, touching its black frame, and the container is completely separate from the plane. Mission 4, Transportation Journey. The airplane and truck must reach their destinations. If the airplane is completely past its blue end line on the mat. If the truck is completely past its blue end line on the mat. A bonus is scored when both tasks are completed. Mission 5, Switch Engine. Switch your engine from diesel to electric. The engine is switched so that the yellow bar is resting all the way down to the south. Mission 6, Accident Avoidance. Park safely without causing an accident. At the end of the match, if the robot is parked over the blue accident avoidance line, and only the yellow panel is knocked down. But if the robot goes too far and the black frame is knocked down. Mission 7, Unload Cargo Ship. Unload the container from the cargo ship. If the lime green container is no longer touching the ship's deck, move the lime green container so that it is completely east of the cargo ship's east deck. Mission 8, Airdrop. Release the food package from the helicopter onto the other field. If the other team releases the food package onto your field, deliver it to the Cargo Connect circle. If the food package is separated from your helicopter, if the food package that came from the other field's helicopter is completely in your Cargo Connect circle. If both teams have separated their food packages from their field's helicopters, a bonus is scored. The maximum score possible is 40 points for each team. Mission 9, Train Tracks. Lower the section of the train track and get the train to its destination. If the train track is repaired so that it rests completely down to the west. If the train has reached its destination and is latched at the end of the tracks. Mission 10, Sorting Center. Sort the containers, leaving the light orange container in the sorting center. if the light orange container is the only container remaining completely in the blue sorting area box. Note, these containers may also be used in other missions. Mission 11, Home Delivery. Deliver the package to its destination on the doorstep. If the package has been delivered and is on the doorstep partly, or if it is on the doorstep completely. Mission 12, Large Delivery. Transport the turbine blade to the blue holder, avoiding the chicken statue, if the turbine blade is touching only the blue holder and the mat, or if it is touching just the blue holder. If the chicken statue is upright with its base partly in its circle, or if it is upright with its base completely in its circle. Mission 13, Platooning Trucks. Latch the platooning trucks together outside home and also latch them to the bridge. If both platooning trucks are latched together completely outside home. If a platooning truck is latched to the bridge. A bonus is scored when both tasks are completed. Mission 14, Bridge. Lower the two bridge decks. If one bridge deck has been lowered and rests on the center support. If both bridge decks have been lowered and rest on the center support. Mission 15, Load Cargo. Load cargo containers onto different forms of transportation. A maximum of 2 containers can score per form of transportation. If there are any containers loaded onto the platooning trucks. If there are any containers loaded onto the train. If there are any containers loaded onto the west deck of the cargo ship. Mission 16, Cargo Connect. Deliver cargo containers to the circles. If there are any containers partly in any circle. If there are containers completely in any circle. If the blue, not hinged, container is completely in the blue circle. If the lime green container is completely in the green circle. If there are containers in any circle. Mission 17, Precision Tokens. The less you interrupt your robot outside home, the more points you will keep. If you interrupt your robot outside the home area, you will lose a precision token. Precision tokens left on the field will result in extra points. Remember that referees will be evaluating your gracious professionalism at each match. Remember to read the Robot Game Rulebook and check for any updates during the season. Good luck!
Wow, those are some exciting missions. Who knew that moving cargo around would be so much fun? I can't wait to see some of our matches in just a few minutes. But before we get to that, let's take a moment to thank one of our great sponsors, Hatch.
When I was applying for co-ops, I was really looking for a place that would allow me to have the greatest amount of experience. And since Hatch is such a big company, I knew that I would be able to get involved with all the different groups that the company offers.
What surprised me about working at Hatch was the amount of responsibility that you're given very quickly, like once you start.
There's so many opportunities to learn, not just from specialists in the field, but also from something like Lunch and Learns or even Safety Shares. So it's not something technical that I'm learning, but something that might help me in my everyday life.
for me to be able to just walk into their office and ask them whatever I want, to schedule a meeting whenever I want, to be able to work directly with them on building things was an insanely good experience.
As a student, I am as much valued as the other employees that are here.
I enjoy working here because people are very friendly, and this environment that they created has been more than absolutely perfect.
All right, thank you, Hatch. Now let's meet our judges. Our judges evaluate our teams in 3 areas. You all know this well: robot design, innovation project, and core values. And they have a very challenging task of determining our award winners from among the many amazing teams across the country who are participating here today at the Canada Cup. So thank you very much to our judge advisor, Callum Chang, and to all of the judges for volunteering their time to make this event possible. And, if we talked about the judges, we got to talk about the other volunteers who are making sure gameplay happens all cool and all legit. It's our referees. So let's meet our referees, who serve as our robot game officials and have the very difficult task of scoring recorded instead of live matches at this event. But with their years of experience and with the guidance of head referee Jeff Locke, they did an amazing job, and we are very grateful for them for volunteering their time to ensure that everyone's been having fun while staying within the rules of the game and everything is scored correctly. Events like this would not be possible without the support of local sponsors. So let's take a moment to recognize the sponsors of this first LEGO League Challenge Canada Cup. All right, now it is time to meet our teams, but you can't meet your teams unless you're going to meet the people who are going to help meet the teams. So to help us do that, please welcome our game announcers for this year's Canada Cup, Marie Jolicoeur-Becote and Connor Bosey.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. How are we feeling this morning, Marie?
I'm fantastic. How are you feeling this morning?
I am so ready. I'm like a locked up box ready to get shipped off to this competition because I am ecstatic and I feel like I could fly all the way there. I don't know about you.
All right, well, let's not keep that all packed up. Haha. See, that was a funny joke. And let's meet our teams, shall we?
Oh, I think we shall.
Alrighty, let's get started. First off, we have team 458, Box to the Future from Toronto, Ontario.
Next up, we have team 3436, Skip the Spills from Campbellville, Ontario.
Next up, team 13487, Baby Groots from Calgary, Alberta.
Following them, it's team number 15387, Les Huskies from Quebec City, Quebec.
Next up, team 16886, 21st Century Space Guys from Kentville, Nova Scotia.
Our next team is team number 18845, Mustang Megabots from Lawn, Newfoundland.
We've got team 21544, Transport Tech from Scarborough, Ontario.
From Hamilton, Ontario, please welcome team number 38463, Technados.
From Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec, team 39367, Cuivre et Or Rose.
Our next team from Aurora, Ontario, it's team number 44642, Équipe Franco-Batique.
Next up, team 44665, the Golden Howlers from Edmonton, Alberta.
Our next team is team number 46081, Yukon All Sparks from Whitehorse, Yukon.
Next up, team 49435, Cuivre et Or Rouge from Rouyn-Noranda, Quebec.
Our next team from Halifax, Nova Scotia, it's team number 50730, Loading.
Next up, team 51304, Phoenix from Richmond, British Columbia.
Following them, it's team number 52356, Phantom from Richmond Hill, Ontario.
Next, from Aurora, we've got team 52736, the Solvers of X and Y.
From our west coast, it's team number 52954, L-Spot from Richmond, British Columbia.
Next up, team 54691, Immaculate Heart of Mary School from Corner Brook, Newfoundland.
Our next team is team number 55124, Magnetic Hill Musketeers from Lutz Mountain, New Brunswick.
And last but not least, also from Lutz Mountain, New Brunswick, it's team 55125, Porch Pirates Protectors.
Congratulations to all the teams for competing. This has been a long year, but you've made it. We hope that you'll be able to keep track of all the action to come because these teams have trained hard and are not afraid to deliver their best performances of the year. Oh, that was like four solid puns in a row. Good luck, teams, and let's get ready to fast forward. Oh, this, yeah, I knew there was 5. Fast forward into today's robot matches. And to get us started, it's like ready. Let's start match number 1. Marie, are you ready to meet the teams in match number 1?
Am I ever ready? Of course I'm ready.
All right, so meeting the teams. On the left side, we got team 3436, Skip the Spills. And on the right side, we got team 5730, Loading from Nova Scotia. All right, let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, folks online, that was the very first whistle. Now, this is our very first match here at the Canada Cup, and you can already tell that these teams are doing fantastic. So for the next 2 minutes and just a bit more, they're going to be trying to complete missions on the field. So teams have built these robots with separate attachments, separate pieces, and all of their missions starts from their launch area. Now, there are 17 different missions in this game, so both of these teams have to try pretty hard to see which ones would make them the most points. So you can see Team 5730 already moving along there, completing mission 14, as well as a couple others on the way, trying to accumulate those points as fast as possible. So right now they're completing a helicopter mission, mission 8, while on the other side, Team 3436 is also trying to complete their mission along that cargo boat there. So they will be getting some points for that. Now, these teams are using some pretty cool technology to get their robots moving on this field using sensors to stay along those black lines and be able to travel back and forth on the field without actually operating the robot with a remote. Now, we've got just a bit more than a minute left to the game, and both these teams are starting some new missions. As you can see, now teams also get some extra points for being able to have a smaller sized robot that's still able to complete all of the missions, which is pretty cool. So you can see Team 3436 just getting ready to launch for another mission, getting the right attachments on their robot, while Team 5730 is out on our side of the field completing mission 12. So those will be some high scoring missions for them. Very exciting. Now we've got just about 30 seconds left of the game. Both of these teams are going to be launching for their last mission of the game, trying to rack up the points before the game is over. So we can see Team 5730 wasting no time already along that center line there, going to the cargo ship and moving over just a little bit to complete mission 7 again. Very good. You can see those team members are quite excited. And over 3436 is over there in the middle of the field trying to complete mission 1. And we've got just a few seconds left of the game. And these teams obviously scored some points that they're very excited about. Those were some pretty cool robots. Now, Karthik, do we have a score for this match?
Oh, we sure do have some scores, and they are good ones. Let's take a look at the score first for Team 3436. Skip the spills. 540 points. Well done. And on the other side of the field, Team 5730 loading up a score of 555 points. 555. Fabulous way to start the day here at the Canada Cup. Connor, are you ready for match number 2?
Oh, you know I always am, Karthik. I'm so ready. Shall we meet the teams?
We sure shall. On the left side, we got Team 51304 Phoenix. Oh, look at the poses there. They're like ninjas right there. What? And on the right side, we got Team 52954 Elsbot. All right, time to get this one started. Phoenix and Elsbot in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, here we go for our second match at the Canada Cup. Immediately, both teams out of the gates. We see some very different strategies. Elsbot, they're looking to make that home delivery. They're going to drop it off and immediately go back to base. Phoenix, they went over to the cargo helicopter. Let's see if they get the cargo out. It looks like, yes, they did. Both teams now back in base, changing out those attachments, making it so they can make infinitely more missions be possible. Because when you can change your robot on a whim, it makes anything possible. Here comes Elsbot. They're now going to that corner by the cargo plane. Let's see what they can do here. Their robot's going to hit the wall. It looks to be attaching to the moving distance there. That was that train, that plane. I see movement from the helicopter. Looks like they're getting the cargo out. Phoenix, they've dropped off some large cargo. That looks like the chicken, baccarat, down into that circle. They're also going to be going over to that shipping area. Let's see what they can do. Heading over to that cargo ship, maybe. Oh, they're going to keep going and go over to our train tracks. They're lining up against the train tracks. They're going to come down into the shipping container area. They're going to drop those train tracks, and let's see if they can bring the train safely across the tracks, backing up into the helicopter to drop off that food supply. And that'll be good for the other team. Meanwhile, on the other side of the field, the Elsbots, they're going to go and flip it in center field to mean that they have their blue container ready to go. Let's see what they can do. Dropping off something into that Cargo Connect circle, probably their innovation project. Going over to the train, looks like they've knocked the train slightly off its tracks as they go and line up against those. Dropping the train track and replacing it, they're good to go. Meanwhile, they're backing up to the food helicopter and then going to go immediately back to base, taking that precision point penalty, but they're good to go. Phoenix, they're going to slightly attach to the chicken. It looks like they've dropped an attachment on the field. We'll have to see what they use that for later in the match. These teams have plenty of time left to make something happen in this match. Both teams making some quick adjustments. Phoenix is getting a rather large attachment ready. And here comes L's bot. They're out of base first. Large attachment. That's got a tall robot right there. Let's see what it can go do. It's going down. They're going to push that container fully off of that shipping. The ship. It's just a ship. They're going to go back against the wall. You'll notice a lot of these LEGO League teams, as Phoenix does the same thing, goes back against the walls to make sure they're good to go, as our time is slowly ticking down. Phoenix, they look to be parked by the collision avoidance system. Nope, they're going to keep moving. L's bots, they're cheering. Their robot is indeed parked by the collision avoidance system. Phoenix look to be lining up. That looks like they have the yellow target slightly down, as they're going to come in as our time expires. All right, that was a great match to see. Karthik, can we see some scores?
Oh, we sure can. I was so excited. I wanted to like jump in right away. But hey, let's get the scores for match number 2, starting with on the left team, 51-304 Phoenix. The score is 445 points. These are some high-scoring teams here at the Canada Cup, folks. And on the right side, team 52-954 Elsbot. 480. Boom. Nicely done. All right, we're going to get ready for our next match. Marie, are you ready for a match? This time, maybe let's try this one in French. En français?
En français. Allons-y.
All right, let's do this. On the left side, we got team 39-367 Cuivre et or Rose. Girl power. And on the right side, team 16-886, 21st Century Space Guys. Let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, the next one is in French, folks. Alors, on commence le match. Les deux équipes partent directement de l'espace de lancement. Donc, les équipes vont essayer de compléter leur mission en 2 minutes et demie, le plus de missions possible pour accumuler le plus de points possible. Donc, l'équipe 39-3-67 Cuivre et or Rose commence leur mission du bord de la table, complètement à l'autre bout de la zone de lancement. Donc, ils commencent avec la mission 8, la mission avec l'hélicoptère. De l'autre bord, l'équipe 16-886 21st Century Space Guys complètent leur mission juste à côté de leur maison, donc la mission 1. Maintenant, on peut voir l'équipe 16-886 en train de changer les parties de robot pour se préparer pour la prochaine mission, alors que l'équipe 39-3-67 Cuivre et or Rose fait la même chose pour commencer la mission 2 et ils retournent à la maison. Ils vont recommencer cette mission alors que 16-886 passe au milieu de la table pour compléter la mission 13. Ils retournent ensuite jusqu'à la mission 8. On voit leur robot qui fait des tours pour compléter les missions autour de la table de jeu, alors que l'équipe Cuivre et or Rose continue à changer les parties de leur robot pour s'assurer. Donc, il reste juste 1 minute avant la fin du match et les deux équipes lancent leur prochaine mission. Donc, on peut voir l'équipe Cuivre et or Rose qui passe du côté de la table pour faire une mission 12, alors que l'équipe 16-86 est encore une fois en train de changer l'attachement de leur robot. Il reste pas plus tard, alors les deux équipes vont devoir se délaisser pour faire le plus de points possible. On commence avec l'équipe 16-86 qui passe au milieu de la table jusqu'à l'autre bout. Leur robot avance lentement mais sûrement dans les compteurs qu'ils ont en avant de leur robot pour suivre la ligne noire. Alors, c'est complète la mission 14. De l'autre bord, l'équipe 39-367 Cuivre et or Rose complète aussi la mission 14 avec juste 15 secondes. Les deux équipes essayent de finir toutes les missions possibles pour accumuler plus de points. Et il ne reste que 10 secondes, alors on se prépare à la fin du match. On peut voir que les deux équipes attendent que leur robot finisse de faire la mission. Et finalement, c'est la fin du match. All right, Karthik, what did you think about that?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic. These teams are just blazing around the field, completing missions right at, just boom, 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 cargo everywhere. It is cool to see. But you know what's going to be even cooler to see? The scores from that match. So on the left side, team 39-367, their score was 355 points. And on the right side, team 16-886, 315. Nicely done, teams. And now, Connor, you ready for our next match?
I am indeed, Karthik. Let's meet our team, shall we?
Well, yeah, we're going to meet a team because this match we're only going to have one team playing, so it's all them right now, and that one team is Team 55-124, the Magnetic Hill Musketeers, and we'll start this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, here we go. A showcase of one of our amazing teams here at the Canada Cup. Immediately, Magnetic Hill Musketeers heading over to that cargo plane. Let's see if they can get the cargo out. Nope, they're actually going to turn around and go for the truck and the plane instead. Lining up, they're going to head back to base and make those quick adjustments. You notice they're using the new spike system, which is pretty cool to see in action. I never got to see those in person as they're making those adjustments ready to go. They'll be lined up again for their mission. Robots readjusting, and here we go, back out again. Gonna knock slightly into that blue hinge container. We'll have to see if they can grab that off. Here comes the cargo out of the cargo plane. It looks to be still on that ramp. Maybe they'll clear it out later as they bring the blue hinged cargo back to their base. They can fill that container up with other cargo to make sure that every available spot in that container is being used. Camera shifting just slightly to show us some more action in base as they're lining up and getting ready to go yet again. We can see celebration from the team as they're putting down the container, now full and actually doing what it needs to be doing. Here they come. They got one half of the bridge down. Can they get the other half? Nope, they're going to keep going and keep doing an amazing line follow over to another helicopter at the other end of the field. They're going to go forward. Can they bring the other bridge back? Yes, they have the bridge completely down. Let's see if this robot can return to base. Here it comes, and it's already back. This team has over a minute left to make something happen in this match. They've already done some great work. We see an entire bridge put down, and now they start to get across it in any way they need to. Let's be ready to go again, back in base. You'll notice them lining up against the wall to make sure they're good to go, getting that consistent angle every single time they leave the base. Quick up, they're out. See this along the line, not quite. They're gonna go over. Are they going to the engine? Nope, they look to be going past. They're gonna take that container off of the cargo ship, and now they're going back over to the wall, looking like to line themselves up again. That tried and true FLL method of lining yourself up against the wall. I did it in my days of FLL. The team is still doing it today. It's the most consistent way to get anywhere you need. The robot is just going to sit there for a little bit. Team's deciding what to do. It doesn't appear to be in the blue accident avoidance line yet. They look to be discussing to each other just to figure out what they want to do. It's very possible we may see the spot end the match there. They did get a lot of good work done though. They fill up the entire container. I see the chicken where it's supposed to be. The entire bridge is down, and they got the container out of the cargo plane. What a great job by this team as our time is expiring. All right, Karthik, they did a great job that match. Can we see a score for our Magnetic Hill Musketeers?
The score for Team 55-124 is coming up. They're 240 points. Great job, team. Very magnetic all the way up the hill. But now it's time for match number 5. Marie, are you ready for this?
Let's get it going. Let's beat the teams.
All right, in these match on our left side, we got Team 38-463 Technados. And on the right side, Team 21-544 Transportech. All right, I think we can get this match started, folks. It's going to be a good one in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, we've got a match with two teams making a word play on tech. So here we go. That was that beginning bell, and you can see Team 21-544 on your right side of the screen already completing missions in the middle of the field. So they've gone through mission 13 and 14 already, and they're heading over to the side of the field completing mission 12 or 11. Very quick movement on their end now. Team 38-463 is also moving down the middle of that field, carrying what seems to be a very large piece of cargo and going to drop it off. Now let's see if they get it off to the cargo boat. And there's turning. There's turning. Oh, I'm sure they'll make it there soon. Now we've got Team 21-544 5:44. Back already to try to complete another mission on this side of the field. They are moving some cargo around and going back to their home launch point. Now we've got team 38-463 trying to drop that piece of white cargo off. As soon as they get that done, they'll be able to get back to their launch area to complete another mission again. But we have team 21-544 completing some missions inside the field closer to their home. Looks like they're completing mission 4. Moving some of those pieces of cargo around, they go back again to get the attachments switched. Meanwhile, we have the Technados still trying to drop off that piece of white cargo, or maybe even using it to complete the mission. I'm sure their score will reflect the lot of effort that they seem to put into this robot and this mission. That programming must have been very difficult to complete. Their robot has returned home this entire mission. Now they finally dropped off that piece of white cargo, and they get to go off and complete some more missions once again. Meanwhile, Team Transport Tech is off on the far side of the field, completing some missions between 8 and 9. Moving back and forth between the helicopter and the cargo boat. Now we've got just a couple seconds left of this game, and the teams have achieved some mission completing, and that is the end whistle. That was a great match. As you can see, our team players are very excited. Now, Karthik, do we have a score for these teams?
I'm too busy appreciating the celebration after the match right there. That was really cute. All right, our score on the left side for the Technados team, 38-463, 560 points. Woo! These scores are wild here at the Canada Cup. All right, and on the other side of the field, team 21-544, Transport Tech, 680 points. Go big or go home, folks. That is fantastic. That's about as big as you can get in first leg of League and Cargo Connect. Woo-wee. All right, Connor, you ready for another match?
Oh, I am, Karthik. You even could say that I am ready to cargo.
Oh, boy. Cargo. Woo. Okay. All right. We're going to do this. We're going to cargo into our next match. On the left side, we have team 46081, the Yukon All Sparks, all the way from the Yukon territory. And on the right side, we got team 55125, team 10011101. Thank you for the binary, folks. All right. Let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1, let go.
All right, here we go. I saw the Porch Pirate Protectors robot is named Blocky, so we'll have to see what Blocky can do this match. Both teams very quickly out of base. We're going to see some different strategies right off the bat. Blocky's going to go and drop off that unused container that has extra space in it that I was talking about last match in order for the team to be able to fill it up. Whereas it looks like Yukon All Sparks are going to sort. Let's see if they can grab out what they need to. They're going to drop down the train tracks while they're out there and head over to the airdrop. Can they make the airdrop and the food container? I don't know. We'll have to see. They're going to latch the train instead and be ready to go. Over on our right side of the field, I see the Pirate Protectors. They have gotten the cargo out of the cargo plane, and they even dropped off that container, like I said, and it looks like they've got the container fully filled up, and meaning that container space is being fully utilized for all of our shipping and transportation needs. Immediately, Pirate Protectors go to put that blue hinge container back where it started from, because now that it's used, we can get it out wherever we need to go. These teams making these quick adjustments to their robots. Look at the Pirate Protectors are lining up against the line. Line follows are always a great way to go in first leg of the league, so we'll have to see what this robot can do. Lining up, see a quick run. Yeah, it looks like we're going to follow that line. We're over to the bridge. We got one side of the bridge down for the Porch Pirate Protectors. Can we get the other side of the bridge down? No, we're going to take a quick break to go take the container off of the cargo ship. Waiting over by the bridge, whereas on the left side of the field, it looks like we've got all Sparks. They're back to base after doing a quick mission to grab the blue hinge container. I did see the Pirate Spark Protectors. They're going back to the bridge, but they did get the airdrop into the food container for the other team's field. Yukon All Sparks doing really quick missions back and forth on the close side of the field. With the Force Sharp Protectors on the far side of the field, dropping down at that train track. Now going to the middle of the field, can they get the bridge over? They're actually going to run over it themselves. Can they get off of the bridge? Meanwhile, Yukon Allsparks, they're putting the platooning trucks together. They look to be attached together and attached to where they need to go. The Force Power Protectors figuring out if they're going to pick up their robot off the bridge or not. They may just be content to leave it there. It's done a lot of good work this match, so we'll have to see what they want to do with that. Yukon Allsparks are back in base making some adjustments. They've got about 15 seconds to make something happen for this match. They're working frantically because they want to get this robot out and get some last points before the end of the match. And they get back out of base. Here we go. I see the button hit. They got 4 seconds left in this match. Where are they going? Where can they go? And our time is going to expire while it's still following the line. Oh, but the robot is still moving because the timer was different for us, which means that they're going to get the cargo off of the cargo ship and get a big high five for the end of that match. Karthik, I'll apologize for my pun earlier, but can we see some awesome scores?
We sure can, Cargo, and see those scores. All right, on the left side with the high five, the Yukon Allsparks, their score was 305 points. And for team 55-125, our score 255 points. Look at that. There's a lot of 5s and 2s in there. That's very nice. 55-125, 255. Right. All right. Congratulations to those teams. But now, Marie, it's time for match number 7, right?
Heck yeah, it is.
All right.
I'm so excited.
I am too. So let's meet these teams. On the left side, we got team 15-387, Les Husky. And on the right side, team 52-736, solvers of X and Y. So we're going to solve for X and Y in the Cartesian plane in starting this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
And we're doing this one in French again, folks, so prepare for the switch. On commence le match. On a déjà le premier sifflet et donc du côté des Huskies, l'équipe 15-387 commence avec leur mission. La première mission, c'est la mission 7, la mission 2 et 3 de leur côté, à côté de la maison. Et de l'autre bord, on a l'équipe 52-736, Solvers of X and Y, qui commencent leur mission complètement à l'opposé. Ils commencent avec la mission 7 et la mission 8 pour essayer de se rendre vers l'hélicoptère. En fait, peut-être que j'avais pas raison. Ils commencent avec une mission 9 et ils redéplacent le robot à la zone de lancement. Du côté des Huskies, ils commencent et vont vers l'autre extrême du jeu de la table. Par mission semble être la mission 10 ou 11, donc des missions qui ont beaucoup de points associés. On peut voir que leur équipe a des chapeaux quand même assez drôles, donc ça rajoute à l'esprit d'équipe. Du côté de l'équipe 52-736, qui complète les missions 3 et 2 pour rajouter des points à leur score. On est déjà passé à travers la moitié du match, donc ces équipes, je suis sûre, vont continuer à nous montrer de l'action pendant la dernière minute de jeu. Donc, on va les équipes des Huskies qui passent vers le côté extrême de 2 et qui suivent la ligne pour aller compléter la mission. Semble être la mission 10, peut-être 11. Il va falloir voir dans le score. Équipe 52-736 longe la table pour compléter la mission 12. Et pour essayer d'accumuler plus de points, il nous reste que 30 secondes. Alors les Huskies se dépêchent à changer les morceaux de leur robot pour pouvoir accumuler plus de points et commencer une dernière mission avant la fin du jeu. Alors que l'équipe 52-736 continue avec leur mission pour se rendre juste à la partie de l'autre bord complet de la table. Ils continuent leur mission de ce bord-là. Ils sont autour de la partie de la table où ils peuvent compter la mission 5 ou 6. Donc, on voit avec les applaudissements qu'ils ont presque fini. Et avec quelques secondes pour finir, on voit un gros high five du bord des Huskies. Bravo aux deux équipes. Karthik, do we have a score for these teams?
Oh, we sure do have some scores on the left side. Team 15-387, Les Husky, 495. And on the right side, team 52-736, Solvers of X and Y, Well, they solved for X and Y, and the answer was 555, 555 points. Second time we've seen a 555 today, interestingly enough. All right, I think that means it is time for match number 8. So let's meet the teams for this match. Connor, are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready, Karthik. I was trying to think of another pun that would, just absolutely knock you off your feet. But the real truth is, I've been training for this for so long. So let's meet our team, shall we?
Oh boy, we've been training for this. Well, hey, I think I found our next teams because they are from Newfoundland. That's right. Team 18845 is our first team, Mustang Megabots. And on the right side, team 44665, the Golden Howlers. I just wanted to howl there. Thank you, Golden Howlers, for giving me that opportunity. All right, let's get this match started in 3, 2, 1. Lego.
All right, here we go for our next match. We got two very different views and two very different strategies. Immediately, the Mustang Megabots, they've got a big wheel on their robot, and they're going over to the near corner, whereas the Golden Howlers are going to go drop that bridge immediately. It also looks like they've latched the first platooning truck into where it needs to go as they're coming back to base. Mustang Megabots, they got that quick wheel. It just comes down. I don't even know what it's doing, but it's super cool. It looks like they're going back towards, oh, they're trying to hit the cargo. There it is. They were hitting the cargo plane to get the cargo out of it and being good to go. Golden Howlers, they're doing a very similar thing. They're going to grab that blue container, bring it out where they need to go so that they can fill it up and make sure that all that unused space is used. The Mustang Megabots, they had also grabbed that container earlier, already filled it up, and returned it to where it needs to go. They look to be lining up for another mission. They got something in their arm. Looks to be a yellow container. We'll have to see where they can go with that. Mustang Megabots back out of base again. They're heading towards our sorter. Can they sort this? They had the package. They threw it at the door. That's what Amazon tries to do to all my packages, but unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to count for any points. We'll have to see. Golden Howlers, that back out again, going over to our cargo ship. They're pushing the crane. It doesn't look like the container has gotten off of the east deck, though. We'll have to see what happens there. Mustang Megabots heading towards the bridge. They're going to drop one side of the bridge. Can they get the other side of the bridge? They're going to turn around and go for it. Yes, they can. We got both sides of the bridge down for the Mustang Megabots. Golden Howlers back out. We're going back over. It looks like they're trying to repeat their mission with the cargo ship. This time they do get it. The crane's been pushed over, and that container is completely off the east deck of the cargo ship. Robot looks to be a little bit caught. We'll have to see if they can get off or if they have to go bring it back to base. Mustang Megabots, they're coming back towards the far side of the field again. You'll notice they got the train earlier and they're going towards the airdrop. They're going to drop it. The student off to the side is actually going to catch that food packet right there and be good to go. It looks like that video stops there as we're waiting for the Golden Howlers and both teams to see if they can do anything within the last 30 seconds. Mustang Megabots might be happy they've dropped off that food packet, which could be used by another team if we had the tables team together with each other for an extra couple of points. The Golden Howlers, they did try that mission again. That's another example of what we like to see in First LEGO League. That we need to see these teams taking as many chances as they can, because you can always try again, and eventually you will succeed. And they proved it there by retrying that cargo ship mission and getting it right on their second try as our match expires. All right, Karthik, can we see a score for these amazing teams, please?
Oh, we sure can. More amazing teams means more amazing scores. On the left side, team 18845, Mustang Megabots, 200 points. And team 44665, the Golden Howlers, 170. Great job, teams. And now for our next match. Marie, are you ready?
I'm afraid. I am.
But Marie, are you ready to go back to the future? Maybe.
That's a good question. I'll give you the answer after the match.
All right, because on our left side, we got team 485, Box to the Future. That's right, we're hopping in the DeLorean, 1.21 gigawatts of energy, and going back to the future, folks. Back in time. All right, and on the right side, team 49435, Cuivre et or Rouge. So let's start this match in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
Et on se revoit en français encore une fois pour le prochain match, le match numéro 9. Alors, Voyons ce que nos équipes vont faire cette fois-ci. L'équipe 49-435, le cuivre et or rouge. Donc, cette équipe a deux équipes. Ici, c'est l'équipe rouge. Commence leur mission du côté ouest de la table avec la mission 2 et 3. Ils commencent déjà à changer les attachements de leur robot alors que l'équipe 458 commence leur mission avec la mission 10, on dirait. Mission 1 commence dès le début à mettre le morceau cargo dans le petit cercle Cargo Connect au milieu de la table et retourne à la base. Ils commencent déjà à changer le morceau de robot, donc les deux équipes prennent beaucoup de chance à passer du temps à changer le morceau de robot. Donc, c'est sûr que cette mission va être très importante. Déjà, l'équipe 458 passe autour de la table pour aller compléter la mission 11 et déposer le paquet à la maison. Ils retournent à la maison encore une fois pour compléter la prochaine mission, alors que l'équipe 49-435 passe du côté de la table pour aller compléter la mission 7. Bon, peut-être qu'ils font juste accrocher le morceau de cargo pour aller compléter la mission 9, déposer du cargo sur le train avant de continuer à bouger le train. L'équipe 458 passe de la table pour aller compléter la mission numéro 2. Ils retournent à la base. L'équipe travaille quand même assez vite à changer leur robot pour compléter la mission. On continue avec la mission 12. Et partent vers le milieu de la table et rembarquent sur leur chemin pour aller compléter, on dirait, la mission 7. Wow! Quand même, pour utiliser des senseurs assez bons pour compléter une mission comme ça, c'est très impressionnant. Les 49-735 passent de leur côté de la table, continuent à changer leur robot pour se préparer pour la prochaine mission. On dirait qu'ils sont presque prêts à partir. Et ils commencent, ils vont vers le milieu de la table. Ils tournent de bord, ils complètent. Ah, ils vont compléter la mission 9. Donc, ils ont baissé, ils ont réparé la traque de train et continuent retournant à la base pour... Ah, non, pas encore à la base. Ils vont compléter la mission numéro 6 de l'autre bord de la table. Il ne reste qu'une seconde et c'est la fin du match. Ça a été deux équipes très actives, donc allons voir le score. All right, Karthik, do we have a score for that fantastic match?
Oh, we sure do. We're going to head back to 1955 to get the score for that match. And it is from Box to the Future, Team 458, 405 points. Nicely done. Doc Emmett Brown would be proud. And on the other side of the field, Team 49, 435, Cuivre et or Rouge, 420 points. Nicely done, teams. All right, that means it is now time for match number 10. Connor, you ready for this one?
I am 100% ready, Karthik. Let's get it going.
All right, we're going to stay on the movie theme here. On the left side, we got Team 13487, the Baby Groots. Everyone loves Baby Groot. He dances and he steals eyeballs. It was just you're so good, Groot. You're always coming in clutch there, Baby Groot. And on the right side, we got Team 54691, Immaculate Heart of Mary School. So I think that means we can start match number 10 right now in 3, 2, 1, Lego.
All right, here we go. Immaculate Heart of Mary School. Their robot teleported from base, but it looks like they've already got the truck moved where it needs to go. Baby Groot, they're going across. They're going to take that container off of the cargo ship, and they're heading towards the airdrop. It looks like they got the airdrop, and that food has been delivered to the other side of the field. The Immaculate Heart of Mary School, they're going to have to grab their robot back to base real quick. No worries, they can always pick it up and try again, because that's what we do here in First Lego League. They've got the blue hinged container partially out of the mat, which means they can grab it and get it a little bit more out. We'll have to see where they go with that. Baby Groots, they look to be caught up on the sorter a little bit. They're parked there with the orange container. We'll have to see if their robot can get out of that area at all. Immaculate Heart of Mary School is back in. It looks like they got that blue container out of the mat area, and now they're good to go. They're going to come back to base after missing the cargo plane. We'll have to see where they can go with that. They'll be readjusting the arm. Maybe it's an arm issue, and be lining up to go again for that cargo plane to get the cargo that they need to onto the mat. That container has been filled up, so there's no more unused space left in the container. Here we go. They had the arm on the cargo plane, but no, not quite. They're going to have to grab it again and bring it back to base. Changing out, maybe a different arm. We'll have to see what this one does. It looks to have kind of like a claw on it. That's pretty cool. The baby Groots still appear to be stuck on the sorting unit. Let's see if they can do anything with that. Immaculate Heart of Mary School, they can take the plane and move it past where it needs to go. That's what we'll have to see. Making that plane fly. All these teams have these really cool attachments they can use to change out and do different missions, and every mission has a different attachment to go with it, so it's always cool to see the ingenuity these teams have. Like this attachment, using to bring the bridges down. You can see that they brought the one side of the bridge down, then can lift it up to go over the other side of the bridge, and then down again to bring it under the other side of the bridge. There's a million 10 different ways to do every single mission here in First LEGO League Challenge. So it's amazing to see these teams taking different ways each and every time for what works best for their team. Immaculate Heart of Mary School back out again. They're going to move the platooning trucks. They look to get the shipping container off of the cargo ship, and now it looks like they're moving the platooning truck again. It doesn't look like it's quite latched into the bridge. We'll have to see where they're going with that, but it has indeed been moved. They're going to aim me down towards the floor as our time expires. Looks like both of our robots are going to remain motionless as our time expires. Wow, Karthik, can we see some scores for that match?
Oh, we sure can. All right, let's take a look at the scores. Let's see how team 13487, the Baby Groots, did. 170 points. I am Groot. All right, and on the other side, we got the score for team 54691, Immaculate Heart of Mary School. 105. Good job by both teams. And now it means it's time for our final match of the Canada Cup. Marie, are you ready for this?
I am beyond excited. Let's see these last teams. Karthik,
All right,
who are they?
okay, let's meet them. Well, on the other first side, on the left side, it's hard to find them because it's team 52365, Phantom. Oh, hello, cute doggy Yumi. Nice to see you again. And on the right side, we got team 44642, Equipe Franco-Batik. So I think without any further ado, let's start match number 11, our last match here at the 2022 Canada Cup First LEGO League Challenge action, brought to you by First Canada. Starting in 3, 2, 1, LEGO.
Alrighty, and this last match is not going to be boring, so let's switch back up again. Let's go back to French. On commence le match avec notre équipe sur la gauche, l'équipe 52-356 qui commence avec la 11e. Commence fort. Pendant ce temps-là, l'équipe 44-642 commence la mission 9 en réparant la traque de train. On voit l'équipe 52-356 qui retourne déjà à la base et il commence une nouvelle mission avec un mini-robot. La première fois que j'ai vu ça aujourd'hui, c'est très intéressant comme stratégie. On peut voir leur mini-robot qui passe déjà avec un nouvel attachement. Dans le fait que c'est pas un mini-robot, ils ont un immense robot qui est capable de déplacer comme stratégie. L'équipe 44-642 fait à peu près la même chose, commence à enlever les attachements de leur robot et à en remettre d'autres pour compléter les prochaines missions. L'équipe Phantom est en train de compléter la deuxième mission et s'en vont vers la troisième. Alors que l'équipe Franco-Batik fait la même chose de leur bord. On complète encore une fois la mission 3. On les voit déposer un paquet et mission accomplie. Donc, les deux équipes font encore une fois des changements à robot. On peut voir que les membres des équipes sont très rapides et ont beaucoup de dextérité parce que pour changer les morceaux à cette vitesse-là, ça prend quand même de l'agilité et il faut bien connaître son robot. Donc, il nous reste juste 1 minute à notre dernier match de la journée. Ils vont continuer à performer, à faire leur mission. Et on voit l'équipe Franco-Batik qui entame encore une fois la ligne du milieu pour se rendre à leur prochaine mission. On voit qu'ils complètent la mission 13 et ensuite la mission 14. On continue vers le bateau cargo et à faire transition de cette manière-là. Pendant ce temps-là, l'équipe Phantom va battre l'hélicoptère pour compléter cette mission-là. On voit que les équipes courent autour de la table pour récupérer leur robot pour avoir cette chance de compléter leur dernière mission. Donc, ils entament. En fait, les équipes vont aller tellement rapide que peut-être qu'ils entament leur avant-dernière mission encore. Pour commencer, on voit l'équipe franco-botique qui a déjà fait la mission 12 et qui continue vers la mission 6 ou 7, on verra. Et l'équipe Phantom qui continue vers la mission 6. Et en fait, peut-être encore une fois, la mission 7, on voit les robots qui tournent et qui tournent et qui tournent et qui finissent finalement leur dernière mission pour notre dernier match. Quel match incroyable, quelles équipes incroyables. Karthik, do we have a score?
Oh, we sure do. Score for our final match here, the 2022 Canada Cup. On the left side, team 52-356, Phantom. The score's not a Phantom, it's 565 points. And on the right side, Equipe Franco-Botique, 44-642, 680 points, tied for the high score of the day. Oh, this is good stuff right here. But now, these matches were just absolutely fantastic. And you saw so many innovations that the teams came up with. Not only were the ideas innovative, but the robot designs, game strategies, it was all so cool. So taking a look back at all our matches, now let's take a look at our overall rankings. And here they come. And there you see Equipe Franco-Botique at the top with a score of 680. The tie was broken because their second highest score was also 680 compared to Transport Tech's 570. But great job by both teams with those two 680s up there at the top. And you can see all of our rankings from 1 through 21. But congratulations to every single team that competed here at the Canada Cup. This was a long year. These teams kept working on their robots, kept improving, kept iterating, and you can see the success in those scores. Congratulations to all of them. And folks, thank you so much to Marie and Connor for commentating on all those impressive matches. It was fabulous to have you. It was a great time. All right. Those were some great matches again. The scores were fantastic. But before we see some more of the other impressive work from our teams this season off the playing field, let's take a moment to thank another one of our great sponsors, Magna. You know, we saw some really impressive matches here at the Canada Cup this weekend. You know, teams were designing, building, programming robots to complete as many missions as possible. Did they complete a lot of missions? But you know, that's not all that the teams have been up to this year. They've also been developing solutions to real world problems related to this year's Cargo Connect theme. So let's take a look at some of their amazing innovations, starting first with team 15387, Les Huskies Spotlight presentation.
Bonjour, on est les Huskies 15387 et aujourd'hui on va vous présenter notre projet innovant, le Tricolis. Le Tricolis, c'est quoi? C'est un système de stockage et de tri de colis sous terre qui peut être bâti sous plusieurs étages selon la demande.
Qu'est-ce qui est super avec notre maquette, c'est que ça règle plusieurs problèmes. Le premier étant la sécurité. Donc maintenant, les clients vont chercher leur colis à un endroit, puis ça fait que, vu que c'est sous terre, ça fait qu'il y a moins de chances de vol devant les portes de la maison. C'est aussi beaucoup plus efficace parce que toutes les compagnies de transport, en esprit de professionnalisme coopératif, iront porter leur colis à un même endroit. Et donc, au niveau du consommateur, ce serait aussi plus efficace puisqu'il ira chercher ces choses à un endroit. On bâtirait notre invention dans un parc ou dans un stationnement, dans des lieux résidentiels pour que ce soit facile d'accès. Voici une démonstration.
Donc, pour commencer, les livreurs vont déposer des colis sur ce convoyeur. Ils vont descendre ici, comme vous l'avez pu le voir. Ils vont se faire scanner et envoyer dans le compartiment correspondant à l'adresse de livraison. On s'est inspiré de l'entrepôt McKellar sur cette partie et on a modifié la chute parce que les colis descendaient trop rapidement et ils se brisaient.
Quand le client va aller chercher son colis avec un QR code à la surface, si c'est le bon, le colis va sortir de la zone de stockage, est envoyé sur le deuxième convoyeur pour aller jusqu'au convoyeur ascenseur puis remonter à la surface. Puis le colis va être encore intact.
Merci.
All right, thank you, thank you, Huskies, for a great presentation. I was getting ahead of myself here. And now let's take a look at our next spotlight presentation from Team 38463, Technados.
Technados. We're 4 grades 7 and 8 students from Hamilton, Ontario. This season, we've started brainstorming types of critical cargo that have huge impact on human life. Food, water, medical items, assistance, human tissues, and organs donated for transplant. We learned that organ transports must happen within a very few number of hours, since the recipient patient is already prepped for surgery and the transplant team is anxiously waiting. There are also some critical transport handling rules. After retrieval from the donor, human organs have extremely short time in which they can remain viable for transplant to the recipient surgeon. This is called the cold ischemia time. It is based on the organ type and it is a very small number of hours. Every year, hundreds of donated organs get delayed or even misplaced. Transport incidents are often downplayed. Many organs are discarded after they don't reach their destination on time. In the U.S., more than 113,000 people are waiting for transplants. Meanwhile, scores of organs, mostly kidneys, are being thrown away. For the recipient, this results in loss of life or being forced to live much longer in the end state of a terrible disease. The problem counting is increasing rapidly. Every year, thousands more people are being added to the transplant waiting list.
The system for organ donation in the U.S. is viewed as second in the world. There is no formal tracking of transportation errors. The size of the problem is not well understood, so no one is working on it. And there's no accountability for errors that do happen, so nobody really knows or audits the situation. The problem in Canada is similar to the one in the US, but in fact worse. In Ontario, the Trillium Gift of Light Network, the TGLN, was formed in 2014, 30 years later than the UNOS was formed in the USA. The TGLN is responsible for delivering and coordinating organ and tissue donation and transplant services across the province. No work is being done on getting to the root cause of transport issues. We spoke with a surgical recoveries coordinator from TGLN. Each day is a flood of highly manual steps, each step needing individual attention, just to ensure organ transports arrive within the critical time window. Any lost organ is one too many. Once a donated organ is assigned to a waiting recipient, it is surgically retrieved, packaged for transport, then personally escorted to its destination by TGLN rep, where it is transplanted by the waiting transplant team. The process is extremely inefficient and in the technology stone age. It's highly manual, verbal, and paper-based. There is no GPS tracking, and organs are lost just like common luggage.
Our solution is Totem, the Tissue and Organ Transport Execution Management System. It tracks and displays in real time the full journey of a donated organ, right from the time it's retrieved at the donor hospital until it is transplanted at the recipient hospital. This is our solution architecture diagram for the Totem system.
Totem will have a user app that displays complete organ transport data to people working within the process. It'll enable different views on the user app and reports with secure access to sensitive data. It'll have GPS trackers on organ containers and store all detailed tracking data. It'll have interfaces with other tracking systems used by air carrier companies or ground transport companies, hospitals, and more. It'll capture real-time transport data on the cloud with 24/7 performance and availability. It'll capture historical transport data into a cloud data warehouse for later trends analysis or problem root cause investigation and statistics summaries. We consulted with a senior software designer from Brock Solutions, an Ontario company that provides parcel and bag tracking services for airlines. We also met with a senior IT solution architect from Nefasco to discuss key features that Totem would need. We learned how to draw our solution architecture diagram, and we learned best practices for GUI design and talked about our user app prototype. We then took a car trip between two hospitals in our city with a GPS tracker and collected sample waypoint data to help us understand its data, its format, and how it could be used. This is a mock-up of the organ transport summary list screen. It shows all donated organs being transported and where they are, using GPS data. It'll help TGLN staff to monitor and react to any transport issues. It's like a war room app. Users can also search for organs with certain attributes, like which hospital and which organ type. This is a mock-up of the organ transport details screen. It shows all legs of the journey for a transported organ, and remaining viability time for the organ is shown. There are alerts and other important data that affect organ viability, like temperature and vibrations.
Let's triumph with Totem. We have so much more to share. Any questions?
No questions, but I'm just really impressed with that. We got first organ transport. These are the types of problems the teams are trying to solve. It is absolutely fantastic. Hey, everyone, before we get to our award ceremony, which is coming up real soon, we'd like to take a look forward to the 2022-2023 superpowered season, in which teams will be exploring ways in which energy is stored, delivered, and used. So let's take a preview of next season's robot game. And by the way, folks, registration for which is now open. I cannot wait for the superpower season. All of you, I want like 87 Thor themed teams next year. Superpower, lightning, electricity, all of that. You can go with Jane Foster Thor. You can go with Thor Odinson Thor. Lots of Thor. It's going to be great. Hey, everyone, we would like to recognize the contributions of our volunteers at this event. So our judges, referees, and everyone else who helped put this event together. So thank you to all of you for making the Canada Cup such a special event this season. And now, folks, it's time to start our awards ceremony. And there's no better place to start our awards ceremony than with our volunteer award. The First Lego League Challenge program would not exist without its volunteers. This first award recognizes an extraordinary volunteer whose dedication to the First Lego League Challenge program has had a positive impact on the team's experience. Here's what the judges had to say about this volunteer. Whether supporting events in other provinces, volunteering for multiple roles at the same event, or supporting other FIRST programs, these two individuals have made a considerable effort to keep the spirit of the program alive during difficult times, and we hope they will continue to do so in the future. Our Volunteer of the Year awards go to Drew Elliott and Marie Jolitor Bacall. Our next award is the Coach Award. Coaches and mentors inspire their teams to do their best, both as individuals and together. And without them, there would be no FIRST LEGO League. This award goes to the coach or mentor whose leadership and guidance is clearly evident and best exemplifies FIRST core values. This coach/mentor was nominated for their fun core value team building exercises, their encouragement to overcome challenges and learn new techniques with their robot, and their ability to help the team set goals and deadlines to keep their project on track. Their hard work and dedication were only surpassed by the enthusiasm and passion for their entire team. Our Coach Award goes to, from Team 16886, Kim O'Connor. Our next award is the Breakthrough Award. This award celebrates a team that made significant progress in both the robot game and innovation project, and they are a shining example of all FIRST core values. They demonstrate that they understand that what they discover is more important than what they win. Here's what the judges had to say about this winning team. This team's project was so well done, it was ready to be locked up in a box. These rising stars grew so much over the year, they crossed borders in the country to make it to the Canada Cup for the first time this year. With a robot as cool as pumpkins, Orange, you glad they came back for another year? The Breakthrough Award goes to team number 46081, the Yukon All-Stars. Our next award is the Engineering Excellence Award. This award celebrates a team with an effectively designed robot, an innovative project solution that effectively addresses the season challenge, and of course, great core values evident in all that they do. From designing smart mailboxes to displaying enthusiasm and confidence in everything they presented, this team learned and shared ideas to improve their robot design. They started out with 6 attachments, but increased to 12, but soon realized that by engineering 4 efficient attachments, they could achieve their highest Cargo Connect scores. The Engineering Excellence Award goes to team number 52356, Phantom. The Rising All-Star Award. This award celebrates a team that the judges notice and from whom they expect great things in the future. This team is rocketing forward into the next century and shows great promise. Their innovative designs and unique attachments provide the space they needed to score points. We expect to see great things from this team, from this out of this world team in the 21st century. The Rising All-Star Award goes to team number 16886, the 21st Century Space Guys. The Motivate Award. This award celebrates a team that embraces the culture of FIRST LEGO League through team building, team spirit, and displayed enthusiasm. This team truly embraced the FIRST LEGO League culture with their enthusiasm and team spirit. They deserve the Motivate Award along with their duckling. The Motivate Award goes to team number 52954, Elsbot. The Innovation Project Award. This award celebrates a team that utilizes diverse resources for their innovation project to help them gain a comprehensive understanding of their problem, have a creative, well-researched solution, and effectively communicate their findings to the judges and the community. Thinking of everything from A to Z with a simple, great idea where everyone wins, not from a forest, but from a school, seizing a golden opportunity to win the Innovation Project Award is team number 44665, the Golden Howlers. The Robot Design Award. This award celebrates a team that uses outstanding programming principles and solid engineering practices to develop a robot that is mechanically sound, durable, efficient, and highly capable of performing challenge missions. This team spilled across the table scoring points. With multiple threads, their solid programming skipped their way to an excellent design. The Robot Design Award goes to team number 3436, Skip the Spills. The Robot Performance Award. This award celebrates a team that scores the most points during the robot game. Teams have a chance to compete in at least 3 2.5-minute matches, and their highest score counts. And boy, did we see this one just a little bit earlier. You know, from improving their already unique attachments and effective game strategy to their reliable coding and carefully choreographed transitions, this team worked diligently to improve upon their robot game scores between the Provincial Championship and this Canada Cup. And wow, did it ever pay off. The Robot Performance Award here at the Canada Cup goes to team number 44642, Équipe Franco-Boutique, with a score of 680 points. The Core Values Award. This award celebrates a team that displays extraordinary enthusiasm and spirit, knows they can accomplish more together than they could as individuals, and shows one another and other teams respect at all times. From singing to acting, this team's enthusiasm and energy for First Lego League was contagious. Their pack was so funny, they made the judges howl. Their dedication to the spirit of competition and the core values was so wonderful, it could have made the news. The Core Values Award goes to team number 15387, Les Huskies. The Champions Award. This award celebrates a team that embodies the First Lego League Challenge experience by fully embracing our core values while achieving excellence and innovation in robot performance, robot design, and the Innovation Project. We'll be awarding a third, second, and first place for this award. Here's what the judges have to say about the third place Champions Award winner. This team shared detailed records of repeated tests of every subcomponent of their robot. Their solution comes full circle with unwanted items. Who are you going to call? Wastebusters. The Champions Award third place goes to team number 44642, Équipe Franco-Boutique. And now for our second place Champions Award winner. This team was a real force of nature. The team wowed the judges in all the judging rooms from their solution to a very important problem, executing a strong robot design strategy and demonstrating very strong core values. The second place Champions Award goes to team number 38463, Technados. And now, here's what the judges had to say about the first place Champions Award winner at the 2022 Canada Cup. This team developed an exceptional presentation that surprised the judges. Their robot was built like a Mack truck, and their project really hit the road. This team should celebrate their love of robotics with Timbits. The Champions Award, first place, goes to team number 21544, Transport Tech. Everyone, this concludes the closing and award ceremony for this weekend's First Lego League Challenge Canada Cup. Congratulations to all the teams on not just an amazing event, but an amazing season. There were so many obstacles this year, but you persevered, you made it through, and hopefully you had a great time along the way. Please join us next season. That's going to start this fall, which is not that far away. Wild to think about. Sorry, I don't mean to fast forward through summer, but like I'm excited for the 2022-2023 superpowered season. It's going to be great. But for now, everyone, have a great summer and have a great afternoon. Talk to everyone soon. Bye, folks.